1, 2, 3, 4.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's right, the big dick is here. Get ready. May we start?
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another Tasty Tuesdays talk. I'm Zbrah, and today on the show, I got Mr. JO The Show.
That's me. Showtime.
It's showtime. How we doing?
I'm doing great. I'm blessed. I'm really blessed. Not the generic blessed and favored. I'm really blessed.
You're blessed. Yeah. All right, and now you're here.
I'm here.
And ready to talk.
Ready to rock and roll. zbrah.
Let's give an introduction to the JO Show. JO The Show.
JO The Show.
You gotta make sure you say the.
JO The Show. It's not JO The Show. A lot of people think because I rap, it's The Show. JO The Show. Rapper, SAG-AFTRA actor. I just had to get my SAG card. That's $3,000. Okay? They don't tell you that. They want you to sign up, get an agent, you get your SAG card, and you're good to go. That's $3,000. Paid it off. Thank God. Booked some gigs, and we rocking and rolling. Songwriter, instrumentalist, producer, visionary, the vision scary. You know what I mean? I'm all things. Anything I put my mind to, I realize I'm that. You know what I mean?
Did you know how to play
I
instruments?
didn't know how to play nothing. I just knew how to rap. Rap is my foundation. That's where everything, all my sense of rhythm, my sense of timing, even when I play guitar, my sense of timing is just like how I would flow, how I would rap, where I would put the syllable, when I hit certain notes. It's just all of it comes back together. It really does. So
when did that all began, like from learning instruments to taking your music career to what you wanted to focus on?
So I graduated. I'm about to date myself, 2014. And I got a job in Iowa. Can't believe I stayed like another 2 years in Iowa. But my first year graduating, I remember I started working. I was getting money. I was doing all right for a 22, 23-year-old. After like 6 months of working, I went to Guitar Center. I was doing research for months. Like, what do I need to produce? What do I need to record myself? And I looked up the microphones. I was like, I'm gonna get a MacBook. I'm gonna get the KRK Studios, the Rockets. I looked it all up. And I just remember going to Guitar Center on a shopping spree. I spent besides the MacBook, I spent $2,000 at Guitar Center. Then I got the MacBook for like another $2,000. Downloaded Logic Pro X, and and then I just started learning how to make music there. You know what I mean?
In Iowa still.
In Iowa. I learned how to make music in Iowa, yeah. So before graduating, though, I did the school's Eurocentric band, everything that they favored. I did meet some cool people in there. I forget his name. I think his name was Nate. He played piano. And he used to come, he rapped also. So he played piano in the proper campus stuff, but he rapped on the side. And he would come to the events quiet. And after a while, he started doing his poetry. He opened up. And I was like, dude, you rap. Like, that's dope, bro. Like, white boy rap. I don't know what that means, but it was like he didn't want to be big about it. You know what I mean? And I was like, can you teach me piano? Like, can you, on the side, like when you're free, like after the open mics? And he was like, yeah. So for like 2 months, he showed me the basics of keyboard. And then I graduated after those 2 months. And as soon as I went to Guitar Center, when I told you I got a little MIDI keyboard, I kept doing these exercises he told me. So I did those for like 3 months straight. Like every day I would get up and like do major and minor chords. I would just like drill them. I wasn't even learning music. This was like very robotic, nothing musical about it, like learning chords. I was doing the scale exercises. And that's where I got the foundation to produce. Like all of that stuck in my head. And then I became more musical over time, but it was very stiff and rigid. Yeah. I just dropped In My Body. Out now, In My Body, JO The Show. It's a banger. It's like, it's science, sci-fi, cinematic rap. You know what I mean?
It reminds me of, we go back to your album again, kind of almost the first track. The very first track, it's like, dum, 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 dum.
I think that one I was going crazy. I had just got a sampler and I was going crazy chopping it up. I was just hitting stuff.
And
I know what you're
then
talking about. Yeah.
there was one. It's I think it's your first 5 or 10 songs on Spotify, and it's off the album too, and it kind of has that same sound. I noticed Nordic or starts with the N.
Hardcore Norp.
No, Hardcore Norp.
Was it that one?
Yeah, Hardcore Norp. That one gets crazy too.
That was a wild time.
But that kind of like it reminded me of that in a way. I just heard little elements of it.
Yeah, I love how I didn't care about structure.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
didn't
say.
care
You
about
don't
nothing.
You break
when I
the
was making
structure.
that. Yeah, and so for me, there's a quote, I forgot who said it, but I heard Skip Bayless say it on Undisputed like 5 years ago. I forget who said it, but anyone who is any good is different from anyone else. You don't have to be the best. You don't have to be you have to stand out. Simply, you have to be different from anyone else. And people who can do that, tend to be exceptional. And so all, glimpses of that in my mind of just be different. Just be different. Like, because I would get in my head, like, I'm not the best producer. I'm not the best this. I'm not the best that. But I can sound different than you because everything sounds the same right now. There's like 2 genres. I'm over exaggerating, but there's a gazillion types of music, but right now there's like 5 different genres. And you can
Well, you're just talking on the radio though.
On the radio. You're right. But what's popping? So it's just like, to stand out, you just be different.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say be different. I would say you're just being yourself.
Be yourself.
Yeah. I mean, it's when
anyone
people
who's any good is different than anyone else by nature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's hard to be different.
It is.
People try so hard to be different, but if you are not, like you said, we're all different.
Yeah.
So what comes out should sound original. Right?
If you're being yourself.
If you're being yourself, yeah. And talk about in your body, because you're like the chorus.
Yeah.
Like it's something in my body. It's something in my. And what is it actually about?
That song, like I said, I'm doing science fiction, cinematic, adventure rap right now. You know what I mean? I ain't talking about, I talked about the thotties. I talked about the parties. I talked about it. Like, and that's what's being talked about now.
But it's in your head. You're like, I can't get it out of my head.
So, but my favorite movie genre is science fiction.
Mine too. I love science fiction. It's original. That's why I like it.
Yeah, most science fiction movies take a concept and just blow it out of proportion with weirdness and what could be in the future or what happens if this happens. And I wanted to take that from my music. So the simple concept of, okay, there's something in my body, but taking you on a ride, because I acknowledge that there's something in my body. In a song, I never say if I liked it or not. I never said that I don't want it to be there. I'm just describing the experience of what I feel, and I'm taking the good with the bad. I'm just telling you what it is, but it's not like, get this out of me, or, oh, this is the best in my body, the worst. I'm not saying.
You're saying something in my body.
Something in my body, and this is what happened. I could feel it moving, even with no music. I could feel it grooving, grabbing, grinding. They said they would find me. Office light was blinding. Had to sing my piece, tried to speak, I was miming. Mouth wide shut, couldn't move, couldn't talk. They knew everything, had my life in the top. Things I never seen, man, I think I had enough. Thought it was a dream, but there's something in my body. You know what I mean? Like, that's describing more of a movie scene than singing about.
Well, it could be like in a novel.
In a novel, right? And
it's giving you a picture.
Right.
It's not exact, but it's giving you a visual.
Exactly. And so I'm just describing. The greater concept is it's off my project called Purple Pill. We dropping that soon.
Not the blue, not the red, the purple pill.
The purple pill. And the purple pill is talking about, like I said, science fiction, my favorite genre. The Matrix is my favorite movie of all time. The first one.
Yeah, first one.
The other 9 don't exist to me. The other sequels don't exist. The first one is a masterpiece. Every time I watch it, and so I'll make my girlfriend rewatch it with me a bunch of times. I always find something new. I'll be like, oh, there's so many Easter eggs in there, and I love that kind of storytelling. But anyway, with Instagram, with social media, we're making our avatars. We're like human avatars. We can take pimples off with apps. We can make our bodies look crazy, you know, and upload it on the Instagram or TikTok.
Yeah.
We can make ourselves look however we want to look. In the Matrix, you're digitally presenting yourself a certain way. On the ship, they're bald. They're wearing gray clothes. When they plug in, hair slicked back, dark shades. They don't look like that on the ship. That's how they're digitally presenting themselves. That's how they want to be perceived in the Matrix. And they can do that just by thinking it. We're presenting ourselves. Girls are making their butt look a different way just by standing a certain way. That's not their ass. That's not real. I mean, it is, but like, you know what I mean? Like, dudes be doing stuff with abs, bro. It's some weird stuff with abs. People are making themselves look however they want to look, and it's a false representation, maybe. Or your digital value could be more than you sitting in a room.
Well, eventually, maybe.
Right?
Yeah.
You
It's something in the body.
Right? It's something, and it's fake, it's real. What's fake, what's real? That's a big line on the project. So, yeah, Purple Pill. What's fake, what's real? Just keep that in mind.
And this will be a EP?
This is an EP. It's like Black Mirror, one of my favorite
Oh, yeah, Black
series.
Mirror is sick.
This is my Black Mirror. I don't have the funding for a TV show. I can't get like I can't shoot 10 episodes because I love science fiction. I got all these weird ideas, but I got music. I got a microphone.
You can write.
And I can write.
You write.
So
you can write a script.
I made my Purple Pill. I made my Black Mirror, and it's called Purple Pill, and it's coming out September. We're going to do Purple Pill. And yeah, science fiction. Ooh, science faction. Did I just hold on?
Yeah, science faction.
History right here. Science faction. Remember we heard of, I'm doing science faction cinematic rap, and we telling stories based on, like I said, how we presenting ourselves today. What's fake, what's real.
So will In My Body be part of that?
And My Body is on Purple Pill.
Okay.
And it's a ride. It's one of the more experimental tracks on the project.
So your journey right now, you are making experimental sci-fi, science faction.
Science faction. I hope nobody is using that because that was a
Well, you
blunder.
heard it first right here.
Yeah. If it does exist, you heard it first here. I'll take that. Losing time.
Any more? Do you have any advice to give others?
Look, you have the foundation of everything moving forward. You have to believe in yourself. You have to have, I read that Russ book. Shout out to Russ. Delusional. You have to believe it when no one else believes it. You got to see it when it can't even be seen yet. Believe in yourself first. Have no doubt in the consistency of putting in time and effort into practicing whatever it is you want to do. If you say you want to have a bakery one day, you should be baking every day or looking up recipes. If you say you want to do podcasting, you should be recording on your phone every day. It's believing in yourself and having the consistency. That's where the belief, that's where the faith and the work come together. Faith without works is dead. If you say you're going to do something, you got to prove it by, moving. Proving is moving. Is that a good phrase? Proving it is moving it. Okay. Yeah. So get up, be consistent. Do not be like me. I took forever to really believe in myself. I had to see other people, how other people did things. And it's just like, if nobody ever came around, just had that belief and faith that you can do it. It took me to see other people processes. Like, oh, I can do that. Sometimes it's what it takes. But if you want to do it, if it's in your heart, it's in your heart. That's where you start. You start in your heart. It starts in the heart. Am I full of phrases right now? It starts in the heart. And to prove it, you have to move it. And that's science faction.
I know, I was thinking the same thing.
You dig?
Yeah.
You dig me?
And then how can anyone find you?
You could find me. And I forgot what song that reminded me of. You can find me at JOL The Show. You can find me on Instagram at j.o.the show. On TikTok, j.o.the show. On Spotify, j.o.the show. Apple Music, j.o.the show. I'm everywhere I'm supposed to be.
Spotify?
Spotify. Purple Pill drop in September 2022. It is my Black Mirror. It is my science faction adventure extraordinaire. It is something to really listen to, and you'll see it when you listen to it. That's how beautiful it is. It's detailed. It's all in the lyrics.
Sweet. You want to play a little?
Let's play something. Yo, I'm cracked out on the coffee. If I start, you know what I'm saying? It's because, you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Okay, there we go.
My name is JOL The Show, and I want you to try this at home. You know what I mean? When I look at my page, it's low views, low likes. How could you be so rude to a nigga so nice? It'd be cool to go viral, but tell me what's the price? I mean, I'm asking for a friend. I need some good advice. I don't wanna do that dance. Do pranks on my friends. If I start acting goofy, tell me, will it ever end? I'm at the bottom of the cup. They tell me be patient, cream rises to the top. That's not what's at the top. I'm solid as a rock, but should I be rock bottom? Keep my goals in the scope. If I spot them, then I got them. Green Goblin, need cheese for my fees and deposits. I hit the next level, then I jumped out of my rocket. I ain't stopping. Showtime. Yeah.
JO The Show.
Showtime, Show Money, Purple Pill.
September 2020.
Science Faction.
All right,
All
man.
addition, no subtraction. You know what I mean?
It's an attraction.
He said it. I don't got to say it. He said it. I'm trapped. I'm trapped.
All right, man. Thank you. Thanks for coming on, and
Anytime. Have me back.
for sure, Science Faction. When that
Science
one comes
Faction.
out,
Science Faction guaranteed.
you'll be back.
We'll be back. I'm back like a spine, baby.
All right. Thank you. JO The Show out.
Holla.
You're listening to the Tastemakers
with Zebra and Jeebs
on Dash Radio.
There's something in my body, yeah, I feel it crawling.